Hello and welcome. This is Groovy Gift Giving. My name is Theodore. I'm filming this video about a week and a half before Christmas, which might not seem like last minute, but with the whole global shipping crisis situation happening, I do think that last minute means something different this year than in any other year. I know I've had to alter a few plans this year. Things that I wanted to get wouldn't have arrived until after Christmas, so I ended up making a different decision and going in a different direction. So it can be a little bit more challenging this year, but I do think that sometimes when we are in moments like this, I think this is where it sort of forces us to be creative, and that can be a very good thing. It can lead to some more interesting and more meaningful presents. So if you are finding yourself looking for one last Christmas gift right up until Christmas, here are some suggestions for ways that you can go in order to get a good gift at the last minute. First things first, consider going digital. Now, when you're going to go buy a digital gift, you can, in many scenarios, actually wait until Christmas morning to do all of your Christmas shopping if you wanted to. If you have friends or family who like ebooks or maybe has an Audible subscription, or people who like cameos or whatever. There are things that you can do that are very, very much last minute, and digital options can be really, really good. Now, I'm planning to do a whole video on digital Christmas gifts in the next few days, so I won't go into too much detail here about digital gifts other than saying one of the problems with a digital gift is that you don't have anything to open up on Christmas Day or during some sort of gift exchange event, even though they can be really good, especially for some people. Some people really prefer a digital gift, but there's nothing really to open up on Christmas Day, and that can be a little bit of a bummer. So I think that if you're, say, getting some tickets or something like that, I like to still find a way to have something for them to open up. And one thing I'm doing this year, and I need to be vague about this one, I'm getting some tickets for some of my nieces and nephews. I'll just say it that way. And I don't even think there's a paper ticket option for what I'm going to do. But what I'm going to do, and I should have had the picture prepared so I could show it here. But I'm going to take a picture of myself as I'm buying the tickets on my laptop, just take a picture of that, print off a copy of that picture, and I'm going to give them each Christmas cards with a picture of that, with an explanation for what it is, what's happening right there, of me buying the gift, so that they have something that's kind of fun to open up, and then they can find out there that I'm getting them tickets to an event. I'm also doing something kind of funny here, where I'm going to give my sister and her husband a similar picture of me buying this, but in that I'm going to say I'm taking your kids off your hands for an afternoon as a gift for them, which is funny. And I've cleared this with them that I'm going to be doing this and everything. But it's kind of a fun little thing that the gift I'm getting is going to be acquired digitally, but I'm giving them something tangible in order to still have something in that moment that they can see. And I don't know, I think that's a fun way to do it. All kinds of possibilities with that if you feel like that's necessary. Maybe it's not necessary for every gift scenario, but I think it's a fun thing to do. But like I said, when it comes to digital gifts, there's just an endless number of things that you can do now that you can buy. You can buy obviously gift certificates and gift cards, which I'll get to those in just a minute here. But I think that what we can do is we can buy things that they really would want, and we can get them sometimes even at the very last minute. But if you want to still have something for them to open up, something tangible, something that they can open up on Christmas Day or Christmas Eve or whatever, I think something like that is a good option. Like I said, of taking a picture of you buying it, or I don't know, coming up with some sort of certificate or something would be really fun. But I think finding a way to personalize it and make it interesting is good as well. But in the scenario that I described, where I'm planning to present to my sister and her husband that I'm taking the kids off their hands for an afternoon, I'm presenting that to them as part of their gift, and I'm going to just basically give them all Christmas cards, and this is how I'm going to do this. This is an option that you can consider with certain relationships. Probably wouldn't work with a child, but a gift of service. In this case, I'm going to be, taking her kids to an event, and so it'll be something fun that we can go do, but then they'll have sort of an afternoon to themselves. And so that's what I would consider to be a gift of service, and I'm going to present it as a gift, as a gift itself. Now, there was a thing that was going around I think it's probably started in the 90s, was this whole idea of love languages. What is your love language was something that people still talk about it quite a bit, I think, but it started back in the 90s, where, some people give gifts and like to receive gifts as a part of their love language. Some people it's acts of service, some people it's physical touch, some people it's quality time. The other one is words of affirmation, and I had to look that one up. But anyway, giving of gifts, quality time, physical touch, acts of service, and affirmation. So I know that this has been, I don't know, some people have suggested that this is overly simplified, and I'm not going to argue against that or anything, but I do think that people show love and affection in different ways, and I think that with not just a partner, but with friends and family, I think it's important that we pay attention to these things. So if you know someone who maybe would appreciate some sort of act of service given as a gift, I think this can be a really fun thing. I don't know, some sort of IOU maybe could be a good idea of, I don't know, doing the dishes for a month or something like that. I think that there are things that we can do if we're really thinking outside the box about gifts. I think that we can really get some really interesting things to do and give as gifts. And I think an act of service or some sort of IOU is another option that you might consider as a gift, especially if you're talking about a last minute gift. I think this can be a really, really interesting tactic. Next, I'm going to talk about gift cards. Now, if you're new to my channel, you might not know I did a whole video on gift cards and where I think that they can be sometimes really generic, but I think that there are occasions where a gift card can be a really good idea, and if you're looking for a gift last minute, it might actually be a really good option for you. I think that it's usually not great if it's your only gift for someone, particularly if it's someone close or a partner, but I think it's something that if you find a way to personalize it, it can make it a lot better too. For example, my wife is going to go on a cruise in the spring, and she loves to read. If I were to get her a gift card that was for, Amazon or Barnes & Noble or whatever, and it was, say, here's a gift card for a book, for you to bring on your cruise, that would actually be a pretty decent idea for her. And it personalizes it. It shows that I am thinking about her. It's not just a generic, like, hey, I don't know what you want, so I'm getting you this gift card. If you find a way to personalize a gift card, that makes it better, in my opinion. And again, like I said, this is actually where this year actually giving a gift card might be a decent idea if you're running out of time for a gift for someone. But I do want to say, though, also, there are a lot of people who do really enjoy getting gift cards or gift certificates. I personally don't, and I think a lot of people out there view it as a very generic, thoughtless gift. But I think if you are running out of options, a gift card or a gift certificate can be good, especially if you have if there's some meaningful thought behind it. Let's say if someone has been stressed or whatever, and they could use some pampering, then buying them a gift certificate for a massage or something like that might actually be really, really good and very much appreciated. But I think that gift cards should be avoided, especially as the only gift that you give someone. But I think they can be done really well, and I think that if you are running out of time, a gift card actually might be a really good option for this year just try to find a way to personalize it. I don't know what is still available in stores right now that would be a good gift. I don't know. I'm sure you can find something, but it's something that you might have to maybe compromise a little on the, getting the exciting gift or the type of gift that's a really good fit for someone. But I think that you can probably find something that would be good, and if you find a way to personalize it or add a sentimental gift to it, that can actually be a really, really good gift. One thing I was thinking about, that if I were at this moment still trying to find a gift, or let's say actually it's Christmas Eve or Christmas Eve, and I'm still looking for a gift, I think maybe cataloging the search for a last minute gift might be a fun option for someone. That could be really interesting. If you maybe take some videos of yourself as you're going to different places looking for a gift or looking online for something, I think that could be a really fun thing to do as a presentation for someone too. Of like, oh, hey, this gift I wanted to get you fell through and I kind of had to do something at the last minute. So here's me cataloging the quest to find a last minute gift for you. Would be meaningful. I think sometimes if you went to a lot of effort to find a gift and you couldn't find something great, just demonstrating that you put a lot of effort into this gift would be something worth doing, and something that I would actually consider doing, is cataloging the experience, how much thought, how much effort you put into it. And even if it's something that's a little bit of a maybe not the best match for someone, being able to show that you really did put a lot of thought and effort into it is actually a really decent option, something that you might want to consider. So that is it for this video. If you like this video, please consider liking and subscribing, and I will see you in an upcoming video. Thank you.